continue to start with the services again, and those services are very hard. It was just so hard. I was so stressed out. There are times where sometimes I had to mentally tell myself that I'm not sick, because I started to feel like I was mentally sick. Because I couldn't get a doctor to put me out so I could continue staying with Elijah, and so even I started feeling sick. I started feeling like I was crazy, the mental patient. And there were many nights where I constantly had to tell myself I wasn't. And I had to find joy in the things that how Elijah was responding back. So I used those as ways to help me to move on to the next day. Because it was to the point where I couldn't remember conversations that I would have. I couldn't remember if I was to leave something here and I can't remember what I did with it. Or what I just said. I couldn't remember what I just said. I would be talking and I would just stop because I couldn't remember what I was talking about. That's how much stress can really tear you down. And it was even harder when I started going back to work, because I felt like I was abandoning my child. And that was really hard too. Even though work was very, very understanding of my situation, it was so hard because I was at work and I was not at home, and I'm thinking, I understand he was in great care because Don was there, but I felt like I needed to be there. I felt like I abandoned my child. And I felt like I had to quit my job. But then my job came through for me as well too, because they were so good and so kind to me as well. And I'm forever grateful for that, because that keeps me sane. Because I was going insane, and that helped me cope with my situation at home. As well for Lee, of course I only thought about myself. I forgot to think about what Lee was going through. But I didn't realize that every day that Lee was driving home, back to his work home, how it was tearing him apart. And here I was only thinking about me trying to go back to work and how I was falling apart. And every time Lee had to leave Elijah and me at the hospital, every time he would leave us at home, I didn't realize how hard it was for him as well. And the safety that also comes in play, because he was always so tired, so exhausted. And when he was home, he used all his time that he was out just working with Elijah. And of course, when I leave him with Elijah, I was always just yelling at him because he didn't do anything right the way I did it. And so it was very hard. This is a feeling that I would never, ever want anybody to go through. I would never wish it upon anybody. But what also helped me reflect on our situation again was, we took Elijah to go see another doctor. And this other doctor was to evaluate his tonsils. Now he has severe sleep apnea. To make everything even worse, it was sleep apnea, so he was struggling with sleeping, and then now he wasn't progressing. He just kind of came to a halt. And when I took him to go see that doctor, the doctor asked me, because I didn't realize she was a Christian, she had asked me. And typically when you're talking to doctors, they don't talk about faith. They just talk to you about your child and how well your child's doing, or what happened. They want to get the history of his medical condition. And this doctor says to us, the doctor said, so what did you learn? She goes, glory to God, she says. What did you take out of the situation? How did you go through it? And of course, it's not like I studied for this test that she was going to ask me, because of course, in my mind, I'm like, why am I going through this situation? And at that moment, I am reminded of Jesus when he was in the boat with his 12 disciples, and there was a storm. And I was that disciple that was in the boat, and there's that storm, and I was sinking. And I have to remind remind myself that He's with me in the boat. I'm not alone. He's with me and my family. And at that moment, I told the nurse, the doctor, I said, I was sharing that story. I said, well, I guess it reminds me of the story of Jesus and the 12 disciples. That even though there's the storm, that Jesus was with me all along in the boat. And that's what helped us through every situation is realizing that God was there. That was when I realized that God was with me when He was driving back to Fresno while Elijah was still in the hospital, because he was struggling. God was there in the midst of the storm with us when our family was falling apart. Because if God wasn't in our life, I don't think we would be standing up here together as a family. I realized that God was there financially because people pulled through for us. And we still have a house to live in, and we still have jobs, and God was there. Because not only was God there with me through my work, but God was also there with Lee because he had the challenge of trying to transfer back to Fresno. And they had denied his request to transfer back to Fresno. And he was going to go to Visalia. And the day right before he was going to start at Visalia, they had called him and said, we have reviewed your request and we're going to transfer you what city is it? Chowchilla. So of course that's only 45 minutes away from us. So God was with us through all this. God was with us through Elijah because Elijah continues to just make progress. And many of you guys have seen Elijah as he gotten better. And you guys have been truly the cheerleaders because without everybody here in this room, I don't think we would have come this far. Because when we lost hope, you guys were still there. You kind of give us high fives, especially Elijah. You guys continue to pray for us. You had good thoughts for us. You encouraged us. You visited us. You called us and just by calling us, bringing us food, financially supporting us. Whatever it may be, just being there for us really helped us. And then you helping our son and helping us, that just made everything possible when it felt so impossible. So I would like to just remind everybody that we all have different walks of life and we all have different storms that we face. But there is a God who is alive and He's among us, He lives among us. And that if we just take a moment to just stop and just reflect on it, He's there with us because we see Him through the people that we're interacting with. We saw God through you guys, and that's how we continue going. So God is truly been there for us, through all of you, through our neighbors, especially our neighbors. And they're here today. We love our neighbors. You guys need to move into our neighborhood because we got the best neighbors. So, thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. And I just hope that you guys can use our story to encourage you through your storm, to find hope, and know that there's always, life will always get better. We run into different situations and sometimes we don't understand, but it's knowing that God is with us throughout all those times that we're going through. So I'm going to pass it on to Lee. And Lee's going to share a little bit of his, and then of course he's going to end it with the thank yous.
Dear Lindsay, thought the situation when I supposed to be the strongest one, yeah. But I found myself very weak that time. Thank you. mình chọn trong cái lưu họ tới mình mình chọn trong mình chọn là họ lưu xin à soพระเจ้ากูแต่แม่หลายจะชอบกันนะสมรู้ชาพงถาคนชายใช่เนี่ยนะสมรู้กูจุ่มหอดกูจะพามุเจกูจะคงจะกูจะเขาเราเจสิกูวันจะจอดกูวันจะลุกกูกันกับแรงกันดีลุกกูกันเลยถูกกูจะเชื่อเรากูจะสาแต่อาจจะตันทองกูสาจอดหลายจ่าสาจอดหนึ่งเส้นมันต้องอยากจะโดนเรื่องอะไรจะเก๋เพลงนะ the road is very curvy so scary now I think about it I was driving 80 90 80 100 trying to come on as fast as possible go on to jump which you bought there later on my bought there yes good to talk to pop like Peach was saying good to thought yeah but actually thought so now instead of thinking about Elijah I'm thinking about my safety now so keep my mind off so I can drive slowly and safely home yeah go thinking that yeah go stop going Molly to Elijah tomorrow because see the pain you come through with the hospital is so much pain it's like I can't do anything you know sometimes I say I wish I could take your spot Elijah I would stay with them every night I was so tired every night when I'm done with stay with them I go back home I work home I'm with jail which stop pulling I would sleep in the road on my way there and back that's my sleep time but what you jump in God for my safety can nothing happen to me so thank you for thatวันที่ลูกเป็นเองก็วันที่เจอได้กูรู้วันที่ลูกเป็นเองเลยสักวันเจอแต่วันที่ลูกเป็นก็ก็เลยดีถกขนมกูสาวเจอแล้วไปกับพงยี่โอเคได้จะไปดีนี่ฮะจีน่าจีฮะ the brothers sisters yeah they are friends good night Bob okay the time you pray for us the financial support the word encouragement for us thank you จบนะในรูปเป็นป้าเป็นกันเก่าเลยแต่สมมติว่ากันจอสเฟอร์ตัวจุดในปอดสิก็ถ้ากูปอดแต่เมื่อใครจะทำกูจะใช้หมดเลยไอ้กูลูกเชี่ยวหมดจุดต่อนะยากูลูกเชี่ยวตอนนั้น cause I'm the father I'm supposed to stay with my son but I had to go back to work and กูตัวเชี่ยวตอนนั้นกูจะใช้กูเพราะว่ากูจะสนใจนะสมมติสมมติกูกันเต้าอีกอย่างสมมติอยากกันเต้าอีกอย่างกันเก่าเลยไอ้ก็ถอนจุดกระถางกูเชียร์ว่า peace ไอ้กูเตี้ยตามมันตาเขาเลยสอนสิ่งที่ thank you แต่ว่าจอดจะเจงกันเจงกันนี่ถอนจุดป้าไปสอนสาร Thursday นี่ถอนจุดป้าไปนี่มันยังป้าไปก็เจงแต่ว่าจอดจะพงยืนกันนี่ป้าไปเที่ยวว่าจอดจะจุด Fowler and Frozen Judah Club ผมมันยังป้าไปฮะ encouragement ไปแต่ว่าจอดจะหลายจะ doctor จะ nurses we have the best doctor and nurses. I never seen Dr. Grace that before. So patient, it's so patient. And I was like, wow, God put us in the right place, the right time. At first, I was disagreeing with the decision. But to the end, I said, God, you know exactly what you're doing. เมื่อกี้ใจอยู่จุดป้อนเนี่ยอยู่สาแต่แม่กูสัญญาเรสโนเตดีแล้วมึงเจตกับมึงจะกับตัวเนี่ยซัฟฟรอนได้ถอนะแต่ชีวะจีบป้อนนะ That's one of the best hospital in the nation. Or try to make your work, yeah. Get with your CDCR. And thank you for understanding our situation and be flexible on our schedule. Thế nhỉ, nào tới nãy giờ thank you, okay. Tập biết ta chỉ gì biết hú này okay. Thế ta king, thank you. Cái coi thầuแต่จุดยิงกูก็ต้นดอยฉลาดโอเค so thank you ไอ้ถอดกันนะว่าโจเราอย่าเพิ่งเช่นกันในป้าไปว่าต้องมองนั้นเดี๋ยวหลับว่าโจในป้าไปกูตัวยูไปตอนนั้นเด้เลยอ่ะแต่สิ่งจะรอในเช่นเด็กไปต่อแต่ไปหลังตัวยูหลับไปในป้าไปตัวชายแต่ว่าโจจะนั่งเจซีเจจะตุ้นจะรู้ตัวเต็งตรงเต็งหน่อยป้าไปว่าหมอคือเครื่องเก่าเลยgiờ nên chỉ ba bé bé của chúng ta của chúng ta hiểu nên cho một phần của mình ok theo cho là cái therapist yeah cho teachers very kind to my son